Hello and thank you for joining this brief demonstration on the Fieldmotion app. In today's demonstration we're going to cover how your engineer can pull up asset information, i.e. the likes of if you sent them out to service a boiler or a system or a piece of machinery, how they can scan a QR code, pull that information up on their device and it will show them any asset details. So firstly, you send the job out to your engineer, they come in the morning, they click on the jobs tile here on the screen. We can see we have a job through for John Smith's site. Here you can see the time and date of the job, any notes, your part of the address. Your guy simply click into the job, gives in the option, are you just viewing, are you en route or have you started that job? If they mark the job as en route or job started, that will time, date and GPS stamp your engineer. So we're going to go ahead and mark this as job started. They'll see all the customer details, customer name, contact name, telephone number, address, email, the job time. We have a map icon there that takes you through to the Google Maps if they can't find the address. We have the job notes, any details relating to that customer. Now the most important part of this is them completing paperwork. So if you sent them out to complete a job sheet or a service report, they simply go to form. On the bottom right hand corner of the screen, they simply click on that with their finger or stylus and this brings them into your paperwork. Now for today's demonstration, this is just an example form. I'm going to show you how they're able to pull through asset details and fill in photographs, capture signatures, etc. So firstly, we can have pop-out sections. It's just a simple pop-out section where we have health and safety questions. Have you got the correct PPE? These are all simple radio buttons where they work their way down the screen. So once I answered that last question, more of the form appears. Now the important part of this is equipment details. If you sent them out to service, say, a boiler and they went out to the customer and they wanted to pull up the details of that, you can print out a QR code or a barcode, attach it to the side of that piece of equipment or asset. When the guys get down on the job, they hit the little magnifying glass beside the equipment name and that pulls up their camera. Now I've got a QR code open on my screen in front of me. If I just scan that, that just pulls up the asset. And we've pulled that up and that comes through to the device. So it's pulled through make, model, serial number. Obviously any details you want to pull through, it'll automatically pull through. So if I do that again, I just select that, zoom back and you can simply scan that. Running hours of this service, that's just capturing other details against that asset. So you can just put in values. Work carried out, so that can just be like a text box, where they just type in information, serviced all as planned. Or they can talk into the device. You'll see the little microphone to the side of that. It uses the Google Voice or the Apple Siri where they can talk into the device. They can record what stock they've used. So if they're out on a job, they can simply choose different stock categories. Select the stock from a drop down, say it's a water pump, and if they put in a value of stock that they've used, that comes off then that stock that's been allocated to them. Now we can also pull through cost. That's optional. This is really just to give you a feel for it. We can incorporate costs as well with calculations. If they want to take photographs, they come into a photograph table or a photograph box. They click on the photo button. They choose where they want to take the photo or they want to take it from the gallery. We'll say camera. That just allows them to take a quick photograph. Okay. From here, we can put in a comment and they can add as many photographs as you wish. Next, we go to customer sign off. We can capture times on the device. The system captures the time when they mark the jobs en route, job started, complete. You can also have the option to manually capture time. So in this case we'll say 3 PM, we finished it. 4 PM, and it's giving you then the calculations of the 1 hour on the job. You can also then capture customer signature. It turns the device to landscape mode and they can sign off with their finger or stylus. So simple sign off. Print name, it's just a notes box. And then we have the date box there. So this form can be built to how you want to see it. These questions here is really to give you a feel, showing you the likes of photographs, being able to pull through information regarding a piece of equipment, filling in health and safety. But again, this information is bespoke. This will have your questions. Once your engineers are happy, they select complete on the bottom right hand corner of the screen. That job then leaves the device. It automatically then sends it back to the office. Your administration staff will see the job coming through. Because I've mentioned the asset on the job, that asset then will have a history against it of any time it's been serviced. Also, the job then ties itself to that customer in particular. That's the end of our brief tutorial. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us at info@fieldmotion.com or give us a call on 02